Pay attention.
Otherworldlyculture.com. JeffMiller.com. Week after week, an umpire and a vampire square off, reviewing movies outside their own strike zone. This week's movies, Slapshot and Happy Death Day, starring Paul Newman, Jessica Roth, Jennifer Warren, Ruby Modine, Jerry Hauser, and Rachel Matthews. Now two guys who channel their inner Hanson brother whenever they go ice skating at Red Arrow Park, Tim Kretschmann and Jeff Miller.
Jeez.
You like that, don't you?
I'm ashamed to say yes.
I know, I hit another one out of the park. Like that, another baseball reference?
I
Or
got
a football
it.
reference for you.
I got it, yeah. For me, that's about right.
Hey, welcome back, Jeff.
Hey, ladies, gentlemen, and Jeff, welcome to Dead
Jeff.
on the Bases. I'd like to introduce my friend, my buddy, Jeff.
Thank you.
But usually, I just call him Chum.
It's perfect.
You knew I was going to have something ready for you.
That was a scary moment.
Yeah.
Even though I've got a thumbs up, if you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know he's there. That was. There you go.
There he goes.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
My chum, Jeff, got that for me.
Absolutely.
In St. Lucia.
Yeah,
Is it Lucia or Lucia?
it's neither. It's
What do you mean it's neither?
St. Lucia. You
Okay,
say that. You
Lucia.
didn't- No, it's not Lucia. That
Lucia.
sounds like my maid.
Santa Lucia. Are you going to introduce me or am I going to sing?
I am. So I'm the umpire. Our vampire is Tim Kretschmann, the one who puts all this stuff together. Tim is awesome. He puts this all together. He does is it 3 or 4 shows a week?
It seems like it.
It
yeah.
does. So, but Tim knows all about horror. I know about sports. That's why we do a flip-flop on this show.
Yep.
I get to watch horror. He gets to watch sports. And it's a fun
And
half
Jeff
an hour
is the
program.
winner in that because, horror movies are fantastic.
No, it's the other way around. You're the winner in this.
Well, this
you don't have
week-
nightmares. I do.
This week, I watched George Roy Hill's Slapshot with Peter Newman in there.
No, not Peter Newman. George Newman. No, Phil Newman. No, what was
Paul Newman!
Paul Newman.
It says
Oh,
in
yeah.
big letters right there. Oh,
I didn't-
trivia. I
maybe-
should have went with Peter Newman.
You should
That
have.
would have been it. The star of this movie was Peter Newman. Hey, is that a Muskego Warriors mug?
I love
Jeff?
Muskego. I love Muskego.
I've noticed.
I love where I live.
Jeff is going to be taking on
Happy Death Day by one of the Landons, Christopher Landon.
Christopher Landon.
Yep.
One of
I got
his
so much to
sons.
tell you about this.
Oh, I can't wait.
And here's the deal. I'm not going to even bury the lead. I love this show. So you're going to get a lot of fun review out of me.
Oh,
I love this.
good. And it's Jeff's eyes.
Oh, I never
and
even-
in the knife there.
You know what?
see
I didn't even
that?
notice that.
Isn't that cool?
That's the freaking Bayfield baby.
That's it.
Why would they put that in there? That's kind of scary. You know,
It's supposed to be a scary movie, Jeff.
wait a second. If I would have saw that, if I would have paid attention, I probably wouldn't have watched this movie. See some eyeballs in there? Were you kidding
Hey,
me?
you know what? We need the chat room to get to work in there. They're not doing anything. And we need them to tell us who's going first, if it's Jeff or me. Because we're not keeping track. Yeah, they're not helping at all. All right, then it's going to be Jeff. Because
Wait, which movie did we have last week? Or 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Look who you're asking.
Yeah, I don't remember. So
I don't
I'll just go
either.
first.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's the man. He's the myth. He's the legendary Jeff Miller.
By the way, how much better do I look with the new camera that Tim...
I think it looks pretty sharp.
I almost look like I'm...
You were always a beautiful man, though, Jeff.
I
You really were.
actually look like I'm in 3D. I wonder if you have 3D glasses on, if I look like I'm coming at you. Let's look at this. Do you remember Second City TV?
Yes.
3D theater? You know what I'm talking about.
Ooh, Count Floyd.
Look.
Ooh, scary. Yeah, yeah.
Watch out. Cover your eyes. It's coming at you. Anyways. Oh, wait.
SCTV was fantastic.
Was that at a Canada?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes, that's where Rick Moranis started.
Yeah.
John Candy.
Yeah. What about that one
Eugene
dude?
Levy?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Eugene Levy.
Catherine O'Hara, the people that are in that Schitt's
O'Hara.
Creek right now.
Yeah, I've never watched
Yeah.
that. I hear it's good.
It's good. It's one of those that it's like an acquired taste. The first show you're kind of like, what is this? And after a while you go, oh, I get what they're doing.
It's dysfunctional, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's extremely dysfunctional, and there's a lot of snobby characters. There's a lot of snobby characters.
Before you start putting up the graphics, hold on 1 second.
Okay,
I
yeah,
gotta
I don't
do
want to
this.
confuse you.
So here's the deal. Muskego Warriors.
That's the Muskego Warriors
My
Cup.
nephew, who is a 3-time state champion football, who's going to be going to...
But you're not bragging.
No, I'm not.
Let's make sure.
Sioux, South Dakota? No, Sioux City. Was it Sioux City? Was it?
Sioux City in South Dakota?
Yeah, he's going there to school of Cougars.
Oh, really?
But the
Good.
thing of it is that today is cut day for the varsity golf team. I'm a Muskego varsity golfer. Hopefully he gets the same opportunity. Right now he could probably beat the pants off me golfing. He is so good. So let's hopefully Brian, hopefully you made it.
All right.
All right, so let's get into this.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you
on
so much.
all
right.
of that. And okay, we're
Avocado
going to put
tequila.
the distracting clips go up.
Oh,
and
no.
now Jeff is, we lost Jeff. He's gone. He's looking at that
You should
beautiful
show
little
me.
baby.
You should show me. Yeah, you should show me these before the show, so I'm like not distracted. There she is with Carter.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Tree.
Okay, let's face it. She's distracting.
She is. She's got a different. She's got a different kind of distracting. She's not an Elizabeth Banks. Let's just put it that way. But,
Okay.
But I also wouldn't kick her out of the situation if we were in one. Let's put it that way.
You're a married man, Jeff.
Yeah. So I'm being honest. We're all honest.
Okay.
Anyways, what are you gonna put up now? You're doing something else. What are you gonna do?
No, I'm not doing anything.
All right, there's the baby again. All right, so a little bit, but see, the movie didn't scare me. So Happy Death Day was made in 1900. No, it was made in 2017. Yeah, that got my attention. Stop it, man. So Happy Death Day. Oh, big hair. She must have been in the 80s.
Yeah, it was great.
I don't remember that scene, to tell you the truth. That's got to be from 2.
That might be from 2. That might
Yeah.
be.
See, you shouldn't even. That's from 2. That's not.
That's not from 2.
Okay, anyways, back to the show. Happy Death Day is a 2017 movie. That's where she gets pulled over.
Yeah.
That's where. Okay, enough. Okay,
This is where
so-
Jeff tells you what you're looking at.
All right. So, anyways, Happy Death Day 2 is a 2017 slasher comedy horror. This is right up my alley. This is what I look for in a horror movie. It's for people to watch horror movies. Jeez, man. It's for people who want to watch a horror movie but don't want to be scared off their rear end. This is perfect.
Well, it's PG-13. We should kind of put
Okay,
that in
I'll
at
start
the
throwing
beginning.
it in. It's PG-13.
It's not R-rated movie, which is very unusual for a slasher type film.
And I can tell why, because you really don't see the actual thing happen.
You probably see worse on Criminal Minds
Probably.
week after week.
You probably
Yeah.
do. I've never seen the movie, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Or the show, rather, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this is Happy Death Day
Add that to his
2017.
list.
It's directed by Christopher Landon. He's also directed Freaky,
Yes.
which came out in 2020. Paranormal Activity.
Which I think you'll also like. Freaky.
No.
That's coming.
Okay.
That's coming.
The marked ones, those were 2014 movies. And also he'll be part of he was part of the sequel, Happy Death Day 2 in 2019, which I
Yes.
want you to assign me.
That'll be coming. If you look closely at his filmography,
Yeah. Go ahead.
he was involved in most of the Paranormal Activity films.
Yeah, that stuff seems scary to me. I don't know about that.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
They're scary.
So let's just
Marked Ones, I think, is one of Mike's favorites of that bunch. He just
Pittsburgh
didn't
Mafia?
like, of the Pittsburgh Mafia.
What's Marked Ones about?
I have not. That's one I haven't seen. I loved Paranormal 1
I'm sure you did.
and 3. 2 I did not like, and for some reason I never got around to the other ones.
There's more?
Oh, there's like 4
Okay.
or 5,
All right.
maybe something like that. Yeah, they kept coming.
So I'm going to help you. I'm going to help everybody out with.
Everybody noticed I stayed from going really gross with "They Keep Coming."
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, anyways, because we're
My
gonna
Dave,
get this sponsored.
that's for you, my
We're gonna get
friend.
this sponsored at some point, so we're gonna have to start honing
For
our.
all of our merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what? When that merch comes, I don't even want
Yeah.
to hear you say a word because I'm going to get the merch. But anyways,
You're going to get the merch.
so
okay.
So now you're out at a bar, and there's going to be bar trivia, and they're going to be like, "Oh, Christopher Landon, what about him?" You're going to say, "You know what? He's the son of Little House on the Prairie's Michael Landon."
I thought he was in Bonanza.
Well, he was in that too. He was very young in that, but he was
Okay.
the dad in Little House on the Prairie.
Okay.
Tree is played by Jessica Roth. Her full last name is Rothenberg, but I'm sure she wanted to shorten that up for Hollywood.
Yeah, isn't it like Roth Key or something? Or
Rothenberg.
is it? Okay.
Unless I spelled it completely wrong.
No,
I'm right.
Yeah.
She is also in La La Land, if you remember La La Land, with Emma Stone. She was Emma Stone's roommate.
Yes.
So far, I'm doing really good on my research.
La
aren't I?
La Land is not one of my favorite movies.
It wasn't mine, but I watched it. Hey, did you
Yeah.
ever watch that silent movie that won the Academy Award?
The Artist I have not
Yes.
seen, but
That
I
is
heard
good.
it's good.
It's good, and you wouldn't think it would be, but it's really good. All right.
Okay.
So let me tell you a little bit more about this movie. So, and then
Yes,
I'll get
sir.
into my other really cool fact. All right. So,
You're full of something.
yep. So Tree. Tree is our main character. Tree is short for Trianja.
No, it's short for Teresa.
Yeah, Teresa. That's it.
But I think, okay, you tell me if I'm nuts.
I will.
I think they gave her the nickname of Tree because she shows growth throughout the movie.
Wow, you're really digging, man. But I'll give it to you because
Well,
you watch enough movies.
they took the movie. What is this movie? It's a mashup of Groundhog Day
Yeah.
and Scream, right?
Right. That's why I like it.
Groundhog Day is all about a guy that's a jerk at the beginning and he grows.
And
to
that's what
be a
she does.
decent
She does the
person.
same thing.
Exactly. So they knew what they were doing with the character. They could add lots of stuff to it because it was like, well, this is in the template. Here we go.
And that's what I thought of right away. When I started
Yeah.
watching this, I thought of Groundhog Day.
Of course.
And then towards the end, or at the end, I'm not
Yeah.
giving away anything. At
No,
the end, they
it's
bring
just-
up Groundhog Day. So I'm like,
Right.
that's what they meant to do, which was good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So-
See, my point is nobody uses the term deja vu anymore.
Deja vu.
You say Groundhog Day when you mean deja vu.
I still say deja vu.
Well, that's because you're a highly acclaimed sports broadcaster. You have a better vocabulary than mine.
Because who said it's deja vu all over again?
Yogi Berra.
That's right.
That was a sports one. I got it. Hold on.
You did.
Sports movie connection.
Wow, and I didn't even try for that. You want to know another sports movie connection in this movie?
Yes, sir.
So, this is taking place at fictional Bayfield University, which is on the campus of the Loyola Louisiana University.
Okay, I believe you.
Well, and they have sports teams, so that's the connection. Give it to me. Yes! Yes. Okay, so back to the movie. So Tree, who is pretty cool. I gotta give her credit.
I do have to show this because our chat room is mocking that Triana is not a name.
Well, not when you spell with a J. It's A-N-A, all right? Learn how to spell.
Yeah.
Anyways.
My goodness, man.
Yes, right. Anyways, so back to Tree. So Tree is living her day over and over and over again. And it's Happy Death Day because it's actually her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, Tim, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but believe it or not, I knew who killed her in the very beginning. I figured it out.
My brother watched it today and he said the exact same
Yep,
thing.
I did. And when it happened, I'm like, yep, little
Yeah,
pat in the back.
See, my thing is, it's a slasher movie. I should never know who did it. It should always be, because that was how the original slasher movie, I'm going to mention a movie you don't want to talk about.
Oh, don't say it.
All
All right,
I
go ahead.
won't.
No, go ahead.
But-
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
You know, there's
You don't know who's behind the mask. That's what makes it so damn scary.
no. What makes it so scary is that it's shot like in my neighborhood, and you see a guy walking across the road. You see him walking across the lawn from your house, from your view,
Yeah.
and you're like, he's going in that house, and nobody knows it. And Tim, I'm starting to panic right now. I'm starting to get.
Yeah.
I can't handle
Well,
it.
you're in a neighborhood where gunshots go out.
Yeah, fireworks at 1 a.m. Anyways, See, but that's why but you know what? That's what scares me the most about that movie, that slasher movie.
Yeah.
Because it seems so
It
real to
seems
me.
like it could
Yes.
happen to you.
Yep, thank you. This could never happen to anybody. This is kind of crazy. But
Well,
anyways,
they're wearing a baby mask for crying
right.
out loud.
Oh, I got something to tell you about that.
Okay.
But you're skipping. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
do
anyways,
your thing.
back to Tree. So she lives this day over and over and over, and she's got to figure out who's killing her.
Yeah.
Okay, so she does this and whatever, and it gets to the end, and you figure out who killed her, and it's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, it is really good, though, right?
It is. It's really fun.
For me,
I watched it in the theater. It was
really?
a big. The theater went nuts because this movie came out and everybody kind of went. You see the preview and you're like, "Well, it's Groundhog Day meets Scream, whatever," and you go
really?
to see it and it's so much better than what you would expect it to be.
It really is.
And well, the movie was made for. I got it written down here somewhere.
I'll tell you if you're right.
It was made for it was made for $5 million.
Oh, I know
it
that.
made $128 million.
Really?
Tell me that you wouldn't be happy with an investment like that.
So, do you think that's more like a cult following where people started watching it, or do you think the word got around right away?
The
and they're
word
like, "Go
got
get it"?
around. First of all, and this is going to be a theme you hear from me throughout on the show. If you're going to make a low budget movie,
Yeah.
make a horror movie. Just make a horror movie. Because 1 out of 10 will be a huge success. And the other 9 are not going to lose money for you. They'll just make their money. Because there's a certain amount of people, you're going to meet Mike and Adam, they're them, that see every horror movie that comes out. It doesn't matter. They'll hear, oh, it's horrible. Well, I'm going to still see it. They're review proof. But when a good one comes out, everybody comes out.
Gotcha.
Like the quiet ones that came out for last year.
That's too scary. I don't want to see that movie.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to. Yeah.
So thank you, Tim, but that makes a lot of sense. But yes, this is a Jeff Miller horror movie. This is one that, if you're like Jeff Miller, you will watch this movie. You will enjoy it.
Jeff Miller character.
Because it's like a Scream. It's like, I know what you did last summer or Sunday or last summer. What? But anyways, okay, hi. Hi, baby. Anyways, so back to the baby. So the original mask was going to be...
Hold on. Would somebody please write down back to the baby?
Baby got back. How about that? Or baby back. She got baby back ribs.
Yeah,
like
nice. Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be a little wrapping point of the.
Yeah.
We are getting from the chat room that I was incorrect. The movie actually had a $4.8 million budget. It made $55 million in the U.S. and $125 million global.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I want that money.
But they still didn't know how to spell Triana. So
True.
I don't even know what's right. Maybe they're better with numbers than they are with spelling. I don't know.
That's
Anyways,
probably the case.
So back to Jeff.
We are getting to the movie, folks.
So it's a really good movie, especially if you like Groundhog Day. You know what we're talking
Yes,
about.
yeah.
If you want just a light comedy, a light horror movie. It's got some comedic lines.
You know what I call
what?
these? My first horror movie.
Yes, that's a perfect.
It's a
Tim,
good little starter horror movie.
Tim, that's exactly right. That's what I like. Starter horror movies.
It's a starter horror
It
movie.
really is. Tim.
Like The Conjuring.
No. Okay, back to don't. See, I get flashbacks.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay,
Why
good.
would I do that
So
to you?
this original mask was going to be.
I'm going to have him stab
Do it.
you.
Don't do it. Was going to be. That's fine. He can stab me because I'll just wake up tomorrow.
We're going to call him Stabby.
Stabby the baby?
He's going to stab Scaredy Cat once in a while for you.
Yeah, well, that's if I get scared of a movie. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm gonna be good this year. Anyways,
I think this one, it isn't going to scare you, but it's thoroughly going to entertain you.
you will be entertained. You will be happy that you spent an hour and 36 minutes watching this.
It's the right length, too, right? Had it gone
That's what
on
she said.
another... Okay. Had it gone on for another 7 minutes...
Again, that's what she said.
Had it gone on for another 7-8 minutes, it would have started getting too repetitive.
That's what she said.
And just couldn't keep going back for more.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That was so lame and so undeserved, but I enjoyed every minute.
It started
of it.
out like you didn't know, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'll feed into that. That's what she said. All right, anyways. So, the original mask. I'll get through this sentence that I put together.
Okay.
The original mask was going to be a killer pig, all right?
Yeah.
But that was already being used in Saw. So
Right.
Landon, who was expecting a son, in his own words, he had baby on the brain.
Yeah.
So he had Tony Gardner, who also created the ghost face from Scream. So this is the tie
Right.
with Scream, to create the baby head for.
We'll just give you a sports movie connection for that.
That's good, but you gotta give me credit.
Yeah.
The whole time they're not there.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
good.
But but you know what? Honestly, before I knew that fact, when I looked at that face, I actually thought of Scream when I watched it.
You know,
maybe because it was a black hood. I don't know.
And they wanted.
They
They
wanted to tie it,
definitely
right?
wanted that tie-in.
Yeah.
There was actually a movie made in 2009 called The Hills Run Red that there is a baby masked slasher. That movie's not nearly as good as this. But here's the question I have for you. You are, in fact, a sports fan.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Could you get behind?
No, I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead, because I can add on to this. Go ahead. Bring it.
Could you get behind a sports team that their mascot was the baby?
No. Even if it was from my hometown.
I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
You know, instead of tomahawk chop, you got.
Right. Exactly. I mean,
What the hell?
Are you running around with
no
the full...
sense. It makes no sense that that's the sports mascot.
It doesn't. And even if that was the Muskego, my favorite city, Muskego, if it was Muskego babies, I would have a hard time. If it was UW Milwaukee babies, I didn't get this. When I saw the babies as a
Now,
thing, I'm
the
like,
Berlin babies, it would fit.
yeah, probably, because
Yeah. Right.
they're
They got problems
But
over there.
but as soon as I saw the mascot, Tim, I saw like in the quadrant or anything before anything was going on. I'm like,
What the hell?
this sucks. I'm like, you
Yeah.
got to be kidding. This can't be the Bayfield babies, and it was.
Now, you know, Bayfield, at one time, Michael Bay was supposed to
Yes,
do this movie.
yes, and that's why it was going to be Bayfield.
Yeah, and that's why it's Bayfield.
See, I didn't
Now,
put that in my trivia.
I am being told that this is a starter movie, and our friend Tredorsk has told us that I broke you, of course, with
Conjuring.
The Conjuring. But it says, why didn't I start Jeff with this one?
That's a very good question. Thank you, Trejorsky. What is it, Trejorsky? Trejorsky. Trejorsky.
Yeah,
How do you say it?
Tredorsk.
Tredorsk. That's a very good question.
Yeah.
It should have ramped up. If you think about it, it should have ramped up.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Like Jaws,
Jeff.
another starter
Here's
movie?
the thing, Jeff. You're thinking I had this planned out 2 seasons in advance. Though now I am working on season 5 in my mind.
Really?
I've got
Kick ass.
I've got a list, brother.
You're a fool.
I got a list.
Do you really?
I could pull it up for you.
No,
I just haven't
what she
picked
said.
what.
Okay, anyways.
Is somebody keeping track? We have a statistician in the house. Could you keep track of how often that same joke was used?
What joke? That's not a joke. It's a way of life. Anyways, so
I do like it with her mouth so wide open in all these shots.
So I get back to the movie. It's a good movie. Don't forget, we're going to get a sponsor eventually, so we're going to have to clean this up later.
Okay.
I'm working on it, actually.
For the merch. For the merch.
Anyways, good movie. I liked it. I'll give you my
It is so
number
much
amount
fun.
later on. But
I actually have a written. This was released by Blumhouse.
Yes.
Which means Universal distributed it.
oh, I didn't know that.
And I do a column on Universal, and I have written a
You did?
essay on this movie that will be coming out in a couple weeks or a month or two.
Oh, so I couldn't have read it before this?
No, you could not have.
Are you going to
read
use
it
any of
before
my
this.
content in it?
I was waiting for yours to make sure I had a fairly decent essay. I will be reviewing.
Will you be quoting me?
No, I won't be quoting
Oh.
you. I'll just steal your content. Just as it's going on the internet. That's what you do.
Okay.
Now, okay, let's take a look at her. Okay, she seems angelic to look at, but total ass at the beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah.
I wrote down, here are some of the things that she does that are being a complete shrew. She's seeing a married professor, and she knows about it.
Yep.
She gets blackout drunk regularly because she is not surprised that she woke up somewhere that she didn't know. She's like, oh, it must be Sunday or something.
Really nothing wrong with that, but go ahead.
She hurts men for fun because there's that one guy that keeps stopping her in the quad that she went out with the one time, and she says horrible things to him.
This is what she says. She goes, "Who takes their date to Subway when they don't even have 12 minutes, when they don't even have a foot long?"
That's what she said. And then, I mean, she's totally self-centered.
Yes,
she doesn't prioritize her family. Nope. Here it's the date. She shares a birthday with her mom, and her mom passed away. And she won't even return texts to her father.
Right.
Yeah. That's being an ass. So.
Can I give you another tidbit?
Yes, sir.
Maybe use for your article?
Yes.
Originally, her ringtone when her dad called, it was supposed to be, do you know this?
It was the ringtone that they actually used in the trailer, and I forget, it's a hip-hop thing.
It's In the Club.
In the Club.
By 50 Cent.
Yeah. And they
50.
cannot
it's
afford
50,
it.
not 50. It's 50.
What?
It's 50 cents. 50 cents. Yeah.
Okay.
2 quarters.
I figured that in.
It's by 2 quarters.
Okay.
5
but
dimes.
10 nickels. It was way too much money. And they said,
Why? Because he was making them pay for that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you got to pay for the rights and something like that. And it was just way too much cash to do that. Hey, you know what time it is?
Don't even say we didn't. I did not take a full half an hour.
Okay, you did not take a full
and for that
half an hour.
Chat room.
That's because we had openings. We had an opening there. We were doing a lot of stuff in the opening.
All right, I'm sorry.
It's not getting any better in here, folks.
That's what she said. All right, I'm done.
I got a movie. All right, well, that didn't even make sense.
I know.
Jeff, they need to make sense. I am reviewing. There it is. I am reviewing Slapshot with Peter Newman, apparently.
What? Did I say that?
No.
Oh no, I know. But hey, listen. But I'm gonna fill in something for you because you're gonna forget.
Okay.
This movie's rated R.
This one is rated R, and that was in a time where there weren't a lot of rated R's yet.
You know why they gave it that?
It's filthy.
No, because of the verbiage, because of the swears.
Oh, it's filthy.
Yeah.
It's a filthy movie.
It's right up Tim's alley.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
See,
1977. Well, I love the filthiness. We'll talk about the movie in total here as we go.
You can talk. I'm going to watch.
Yeah, I know. Slapshot's film. This was made relatively late in Paul Newman's career. This was, I think, the last of his middle-aged movies before he started playing old guys on purpose.
Like Color of Money?
Color of Money, and he made The Verdict and Nobody's Fool, Absence of Malice. How many Paul Newman movies could you ring off like that?
I could add a few, but not as many as you did.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cool Hand Luke?
Cool Hand Luke was before this.
Oh, so you wanted the ones afterwards.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And Cool Hand Luke was what I would consider in his younger days to middle age.
What was the other one? Cat on a Hot Tin Roof?
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, The Sting. Both of those movies were made by George Roy Hill, the same director that made this.
Really?
Yeah, this director also made The World According to Garp.
Yeah.
So if you go to his Wikipedia page, it's like filled with Golden Globe and Oscar nominations. It's like virtually every movie he made just was getting nominated for all sorts of stuff. This movie was shot in Pennsylvania for our Pittsburgh Mafia friends.
Ooh.
It was
Dodged a
at
bullet
a
on that
time. it was at a time where the mills were closing.
Wow.
And that's really one of the impetuses of this story is because the mills are closing, people don't have money. They can't go to see the hockey games. Old-time hockey. Whoops.
Was that in the movie? Was that in the movie?
No, it wasn't. I thought I synced that a little bit better with the Hansons hitting the guy, but I did not. That's the Hansons. Anyway.
How come they don't move like Baby does?
I couldn't find one. This is what I wanted to press here. Here we go.
Doesn't make a fuck's bit of difference whether we won or lost.
Nail up! Yeah!
We ain't hockey players. We've been clowns. We've been goons. We've been freaks in a fucking sideshow.
That's when
I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's when you want to turn the team around when he's got a conscience.
You just talk him into it. So basically, here's the idea.
What?
The team is up for sale, and Paul Newman wants to keep them alive. So to make it a financially feasible group, sporting event, they decide to go goon.
Yep.
And they just beat the piss out of people when they go out there. At one point, the bus driver just goes out to the side of the bus and starts hitting it with like a baseball bat or something. He's like, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm making it look mean."
Good stuff.
Yeah, they are in the Federal League, and they're doing stuff at the beginning of the movie. They're doing all sorts of stupid publicity. They're modeling at a fashion show where, of course, one of the players flashes the ladies that are there. They are doing all sorts of radio and TV and newspaper stuff.
Yep.
And
yes, they are.
the great character actor Emmett Walsh plays Dickie Dunn, who to this day is Dickie Dunn. Apparently for hockey, people will reference Dickie Dunn if you got a newspaper reporter basically in your pocket, and it'll publish whatever the hell you tell them. You have Swoozie Kurth early in her career. She plays one of the hockey wives. In fact, she's knitting during one of the opening scenes.
Is that the one that moves in with Paul with?
No, that's a different one.
Okay,
that's Melinda Dillon.
Okay.
Or no, you're talking about the main the girl that is
the main hockey
girlfriend of the main guy.
The hockey player that's like awesome.
Right.
Who doesn't belong there?
Yes, because he's a college graduate and an American citizen. That's another great line.
Yeah.
But anyway, one of the great ways that they do this is they bring in the Hanson brothers, and the Hanson brothers are three brothers that play slot cars. They bring their slot cars with them on the ride, on the trip. They physically abuse soda machines.
Yep.
And they basically start fights. And to prepare for their games, they put on the foil. Okay, you got to put on the foil, and they're putting the foil underneath their tape so they can really beat the piss out of people. One of the poor victims is Dave, Killer Dave, who is actually Jerry Hauser, who's probably best known for being in Summer of 42, a 1972 movie or so. And I guess there's a scene where he's just got the piss knocked out of him. And everybody's saying, "Look what a great player he is." And one of the guys looks over and says, "Dave's a mess." And Dave is, in fact, a mess. And I guess in Canada, that's like a catchphrase. Dave's a mess. So,
really?
Yeah. So if you're in Canada, you're in trouble.
You know where else Jerry Hauser played? He also played in like the Brady movies.
Yes, he was a guy. He was a guy in 1970s television. Yep. He showed up everywhere. He probably has $25,000 pyramid somewhere in there.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Password Plus,
Match Game.
He was doing all that stuff. Now, I know all of you are waiting for it. Here comes the horror movie connections.
What? How can there even be one?
Oh my God.
I don't believe it.
So many. Well, Strother Martin, okay, who is in this. This is one of his collaborations with Paul, not Peter, Newman. He's the one that says, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yes.
In Cool Hand Luke and some Guns N' Roses song.
Guns N' Roses, really?
Yes. Trogdorsk, tell me which one it is.
It was.
But
No, it wasn't. Wasn't in?
it was in Guns N' Roses.
Are you sure it wasn't like a Ted Nugent song?
No, it was Guns N' Roses. Civil War is the name of this movie. It just
That's
came
fine.
to mind.
I get it, but
No,
there's
he
some
has it at
talking-
the beginning of that.
All right.
Anyway, Strother Martin actually has a very strong horror movie connection because he actually was the star, and it came after this movie, or right about the time of this movie, where he was a doctor in which is S, 6 S's in a row. It's basically the Shaggy Dog, where a young man that turns into a dog, he turns into a snake.
Wait a second.
It's
I
called
saw the Shaggy DA.
Right, no, he was in a movie called which is,
The name of the movie is.
and it's about a person that turns into a snake. I'm not making this up. Sven Gooley plays this thing all the time because it's one of those
The
so
name of the
bad
movie
it's
is
good.
How many S's?
And I'll tell you, I remember this movie. If 6 S's, I remember this movie because
Oh my
it was
God.
playing at the 24 Outdoor, and my brother
Get
and
outta
I
here.
were watching a different movie, and we keep looking back at this thing, and it was freaking us the hell out.
No way.
It was freaking us out. Now I've almost watched it a couple times. I'm like, this is so bad. I can't even make it past the first.
Isn't
10
it
minutes.
something though? Some of those movies are like that, yeah.
I'm gonna push myself and watch this damn thing.
You know what?
but-
Get it? You have it?
Yes, of course. I
Well,
do.
then I want to watch it too.
Yeah, we'll get together and watch this thing and
Wait.
make fun of it.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen. All right. Also, Michael Antkeen, who is the good player,
Yes.
the voice of reason. I think he's Ned Braden in the movie,
Who has a hard time being with his wife?
which is impossible to believe because
Which
she's cute.
I don't get that. Okay, so I know you want to tell your horror connection, but I just gotta say, I didn't get that part of the movie at all. I'm like, are you kidding me? So he must have been so involved in hockey and college or whatever. I mean,
No, he's an idiot.
yes.
He's an idiot.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it doesn't make any freaking sense.
Okay, I'm just showing you.
It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Michael Antkeen was in a couple episodes of The Outer Limits,
Oh, really?
the new version
That's not
of
really
The
a horror
Outer
movie
Limits.
connection because Outer Limits is really horror.
Okay, well, Melinda Dillon, who is the woman that Paul Newman has an affair with.
Yes.
And she is naked for a very long time on screen. And she went on to be the mom in Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And she also went on to do Paul Newman, Absence of Malice, and that's where she got her Oscar nomination. But she also did an episode of 1985 version of The Twilight Zone.
That's the movie? Is that the movie that...
No, that's not the movie. That's the TV reboot of Twilight Zone. And then Emmett Walsh, which you know is Dickie, the newspaper reporter. He was also in the 1985 Twilight Zone episode. He's been in the X-Files, and he was featured prominently in the movie Critters, which I love.
Critters.
You'll be getting to see it, don't you worry. And that one you'll like. That's kind of more of a... it's a lighter and comedic type of monster movie.
All right.
But he also was in, and I think nobody talks about this TV show, and this is an excuse, so I will. Emmett Walsh is also in the movie, the TV series Unsub. Unsub, nobody's heard of it,
Never heard of it.
seems.
Is it about submarines?
David Soul was in it.
David Soul?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait.
Starsky and
Starsky
Hutch.
and Hutch, yes. Yes.
basically he runs a league of like 4 or 5 people in the FBI that chase down unknown subjects that are serial killers.
Oh my God.
It's basically the precursor to Criminal Minds. It was based on the character in Manhunter, which is the original movie that was made about Hannibal Lecter.
Really?
So, yeah.
Damn.
I have an episode of it somewhere. On one of my VHSs, it's hiding. I will find that son of a bitch, and we're going to watch it. It is unbelievable. It's
no reason
so
for that
great.
language. Give it son of a gun.
I'm going to put on the foil is what's going to happen.
That's what she said.
And how was that?
I'm going to put on the foil. She's putting on the foil. I don't know.
Oh my God. All right. So, yeah, but, you know, and I talk about this. Here's the thing, though. The movie is funny in short sequences. I feel this is a movie best seen in clips on YouTube.
What?
The overall film, it kind of wants to be too good of a movie, if that makes any sense.
I get that. I really do.
It wants to make a commentary about violence where the only laughs are because of how ridiculously violent they are.
Right.
You know? And, like, the whole ending is shit, too. The ending is garbage.
Very ending is dumb.
Ending is garbage. They needed to end the movie earlier.
They didn't know how to do it, though.
They didn't know.
They didn't know how to end the movie, and they ended it the way they did, and it was just, like, dumb. I agree with you.
There could have been... I think the Hanson brothers should have been handed knives. Just finish off the bad guys. But, it just...
How about guns like in the last Boy Scout?
I think the ending is my biggest problem, and it takes
I agree with you.
There is a sequence when the Hanson brothers first are let loose on the on the ice, and they're punching the guy before the first puck
the
drop.
national anthem.
When they're holding the what is it, a club? What do you call it?
It's a hockey stick.
A hockey stick. All right, fine. So you're holding a hockey stick and they just go past the dugout and they knock one guy's
No, it's not a dugout.
It's the dugout.
It's the bench.
I didn't even see a bench.
But
They're behind a wall.
It's under the wall, but it's not a dugout. You don't dig into anything. A dugout is dug into the ground.
You with your fancy sports words. But that whole sequence is gold. The whole Hanson brother,
that's what makes
second
the movie.
they're on the screen. They're only on screen like 15 minutes.
But that's what makes the movie.
They steal the movie.
Yes, that's the whole movie.
Totally steal the movie.
So who did the Admirals bring to the Admiral games? They didn't bring Paul Newman. They didn't bring anybody else. They brought the Hanson brothers. The Hanson brothers are Slapshot.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. You know what, though? We have got to get moving here.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we got trivia, bitch.
Okay.
That's what she said. That didn't make any sense at all.
Well, it could be what she said.
You know, I'm ashamed of that. I'm going to give myself the red card. There it is.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I got the red card. All righty. So we have to go to trivia because...
I think I'm going first again.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Here it comes.
Do you want me to go first?
Hey!
Do we look at the score first or no?
No, we don't look at the score first. What are you doing? My God. Okay, this is where I need help.
You won't get it.
In the chat room. No, I'm not allowed to look at the chat room. Okay.
Those graphics look 3D to me. Like the Tim looks like it's jumping on me. Is it supposed to or not?
Yeah, it is supposed to look that way, but it's not in 3D because that's a flat plane of cloud.
But it looks like I could touch it.
Don't touch it.
All right, so here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Don't hug you, no kissy, and keep your hands to yourself.
Georgia Satellites.
All right, good job.
They're on the back. They're on the back of a pickup on that.
Stay in the damn shot.
Where'd I go?
I don't know where you went. Or move the camera.
No, I don't want to touch
You
it.
got a nice fancy new camera to play with.
All right, so here we go.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Tim.
Give me your 3 statements. I'm going to get screwed.
No, I don't know about
I
this.
can tell.
The Charlton Chiefs
The Charlton Chiefs.
were loosely based on the Johnsontown Jets, who played in Johnsontown, Pennsylvania from 1950 to 1977. That's number 1. Paul Newman has a line of salad dressings, one of which is named Hanson Brother Trio, which pays homage to the movie. The dressing is a blend of French, Russian, and vinaigrette.
Now, which one of the Hansons is the vinaigrette?
And number 3, Red Bloomfield, a center for the Broome County Dusters,
Okay.
actually did all Newman's skating in the movie.
Okay, I think I know the answer on this
You're going
one.
to give an answer right away?
Yeah, I think so.
You're going to tell me which one is the
Because-
false one, right?
Yes, I'm going to tell you the false one is the last one, letter C, because I think Paul Newman did a lot of his own skating.
I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Ah!
Put it up there.
Damn it.
Ba-ba-da.
Oh, that hurts.
Actually, there is no dressing. I made that all up. I made that up 100%.
I think that dressing would be awesome.
It would be, but that's why I played to you on that. Paul Newman does have dressing out there, but there is no Hanson Brother Trio.
Okay.
I rocked that, and I thought you would see through that. Yes!
Well, here's why.
Yes!
Because Al Pacino or somebody was supposed to play that role for Paul Newman.
Yeah?
And he specifically was not allowed to because he couldn't skate.
Look it up.
I'm sure you're right,
I know I'm right.
but I remember that story because I said, how the hell would that movie work with Dustin or Al Pacino? Could you imagine Al Pacino in that role? It would not work.
It wouldn't work.
It makes no sense.
You know who else they were looking for that role? Was the guy who played on Fantasy Island. The little guy.
Perfect Villages?
Yes.
Yeah. The little guy.
Go
Are
ahead.
you going to talk about somebody on your lap? Okay.
That's what she said.
Stop it.
Go
Okay.
ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. By the way, our chat room got that one right.
Of course he did.
Bastard. All right. Here we go. Trivia for you. Is it Jessica Roth, the star of this movie, started her career as a model in a music video playing a character very much like her character in this film? Letter B. Christopher Landon, after making Groundhog Day meets Scream, made Freaky, which is Freaky Friday meets Halloween. Jason Blum, the head of Blumhouse, which made those movies, went on to produce the new Halloween reboot with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay.
This movie, letter C, this movie was directed by Christopher Landon, the son of Michael Landon. Michael Landon was the star of I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
Well, Tim, this is way too easy for me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I really,
Yeah.
I mean, it's C. C is the false one.
C is false.
Yes. It's B, isn't it? Damn it! Michael Landon was
Michael
in...
Landon was the Teenage Werewolf. He not only was in it, he was the star.
Wait a second. The Teenage Werewolf is...
A 1950s
Jason Bateman.
movie. That's Teen Wolf 2. The original
that's-
Teen Wolf
Oh, that's horseshit.
is Michael J. Fox. But the movie that those were based
Oh,
on is like a
man.
1956
And
movie.
I was going to say B. It's B, isn't it? It's B.
It is not.
It's A?
It is A.
She was in La La
Jessica
Land.
Ross. Jessica Ross, to my knowledge, hasn't even been in a music video. And certainly
Oh,
not
music
playing
video.
a character.
Okay, so I should have...
Like in,
Oh, my God. I should
so I finally blanked
I
Jeff
should
on
listen
trivia.
better. I should listen better.
I finally blanked Jeff
Oh,
on.
man.
I'm so happy right now.
Man. That...
So
Oh,
happy.
man. I'm
Look
thinking...
at how he's taking this to heart, folks.
Because I
He's
studied
so
this.
hurt.
Just about the star of this movie
He's
started
so
her
hurt.
as a model in a music video playing a character very much...
See,
music
he's gonna
video.
he's gonna beat himself
So
up.
I started
over
thinking
this.
about La La Land as a musical. See, I gotta stop drinking and start listening. That's how it is to
I
me.
don't think you need to stop drinking. Okay, let's look at the scoreboard, everybody. Here's our scoreboard.
Damn,
Looking awesome.
Yeah, but I gotta.
Okay,
I
what
gotta
are you giving
adjust.
the horror movie?
Shoot, man. It's gonna be a 9 or 9.5. I like them. I like the both. Can you
Yeah,
give me a 9.5?
No, we're not doing
What kind
that.
of deal are you doing here?
You're getting a 9.
Well, then I want to change a couple.
No, we're not going to keep doing that.
Okay.
I'm going to give. You know, I
know what?
really like the scenes that I
You know
like.
what? Can I change mine? I want to change it to a 10.
Okay.
I liked it a lot. I would watch this movie again.
It is a great movie.
I would move it again.
Oh, I'm supposed to fill in the trivia too.
Yeah, that's
Why
right.
did I not do that? There we go. All right, and I have to say,
I know.
I love scenes of this movie.
I know.
I don't love the overall.
I can tell you what you're. Wait, don't even look at the screen. I can tell you what you're going to give me. I know what you're going to give me. Wait, hold on. Let me get up here.
Yep.
Are you watching? You're not watching me. You're going to give it a. Oh, go ahead.
You're close.
6. I was going to say 6. Just like I was going to say B, but B would have been wrong too. Damn it all.
Yeah. So it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie, but it wants to be a really good movie. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I really do. I know what you're saying.
The thing that I thought was disingenuous is the whole, oh, violence is bad. And then the only parts of the movie that are any good are
the violence.
attacking a poor little soda machine, getting ruthlessly attacked. Which, by the way, this movie also made by Universal, and guess what? I'm going to be writing a full article on this as well.
Really? What?
I'm still working.
Where
on
can
it.
I find? Where can I find your articles?
They're all going to be on otherworldlyculture.com. Yeah. I do a column called Universally Loved, which is about Universal films.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
I have slowly been going through. I got about 20 of them.
Nice.
Got about 20 of them that I've done reviews of, and they're heavily researched, as you might guess, with me. But they're also heavily opinionated.
We gotta get you some. We have to get you some merch.
Yeah, but it's a fun little side venture because, you know, there's those couple of minutes a day that I try to sleep. And those are in the way, so we got rid of them. Hey, you know what? We're going to keep doing this show
Oh, thank you.
until they stop us.
And tomorrow,
And
next week we're
Lord
taking a bye
knows,
week.
based on tonight's performance, here we are at the preview bay. Are you ready?
Yes.
What was today? This was inning 4. So let's see what's going to happen with inning 5, everybody.
I think this is the program. You get the program?
I hope so. I've been waiting for
Yes!
that. Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, and you get the Mist. Woo!
I'm looking
The
forward to it.
Mist is a monster movie.
Yeah.
It's based on a Stephen King novella.
Is it like the
I'm
fog?
going-
Is it like the fog?
No, it's not like The Fog, actually. I think it's a better movie than The Fog.
Okay. All right.
I can't even mention the thing about it because it's at the end.
So let me ask you, Tim.
Yeah.
Without giving anything away, because
Yeah.
you know what kind of movies I like right now. You can kind of figure out what I like. How do you think this is gonna?
This
fare with
one's
me?
a hard one for me because it is scary.
Oh damn it.
It is scary. Well, once in a while, the horror movie does have to be scary, Jeff.
I want the horror movies. Get the program back up there. I get
The
to talk
horror,
about it.
it's coming.
All
There
right.
it goes. But
I didn't say it.
ring the damn bell.
I didn't say it.
All right. But the Mist is one of those movies that I'm telling you, you're gonna bring it up time and time again.
What do you mean? In like actual conversation with people
Yeah.
on the street?
Yeah.
So if I'm in St.
And-
Lucia, I'm gonna say, "Oh, The Mist."
When people ask you about a movie that has an amazing ending, it's going to be this one. It's an interesting film as it's a monster movie, but
Okay.
it's just as much about what monsters people can be. It's a lot of like a Lord of the Flies type thing. The monsters come to town in a mist, and
Don't give it away.
people hide out in the grocery store.
Well,
That's the story.
okay, so I don't have to watch it now.
Well, you're gonna watch it.
Is it like? Wait, so no, this is a Stephen King movie.
Yes.
So in Maximum Overdrive, they hit in a convenience gas station. So they're
Yeah.
kind of the same thing, like Maximum Overdrive.
This is higher quality than Maximum Overdrive. It's a lot scarier.
Maximum
You're gonna
Overdrive
enjoy
scared
it.
me.
Notice, like on the poster there, it says a masterpiece, one of the most shocking movie endings ever. That's what it's known for.
Yeah, but they're saying that
It's
so you
really-
can choose a movie theater.
Let
But
me
anyways-
tell you, they're not underselling this time.
Oh my
overselling.
god! So wait,
it's a great
but
movie.
I didn't like The Conjuring.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this.
Okay,
movie.
so the program. So Tim,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a
Now that's James Caan, right? Isn't that one?
yes. Now you've never seen this, right?
I have not. I've been waiting for this.
James Caan is in this. Christy Swanson is in this.
one. Who
so-
I've met.
Yep. From Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, I saw her in a bar.
You did.
Yeah,
Did you
I
buy
was
her a
at
drink?
one of the conventions.
Did you buy her a drink?
I think I told you this story. She was there was a bunch of the celebrities were hanging out, and she was taking everybody's drink orders and bringing them over to them. She was like a soccer mom.
Nice.
Taking all. She was the nicest, sweetest lady. I didn't talk to her or anything, but I, was
She's
checking
on,
her out.
She's on Twitter. You got to follow her on Twitter. She's awesome.
she's fun.
So, anyways, James Caan is in here. This is at ESU, Eastern State University. It's
Is that a real university?
Wait, I'm gonna do that. Where am I? So it's supposed to be Florida State.
Okay.
So they're playing off of Florida State University. There's a scene in here in the original movie, and I saw this because I worked at a radio station, Laser 103, and we had a movie premiere, and I went and saw it. There's a scene in here that's been cut out, so you won't see it. So I'll tell you what it is. It's a scene where these football players actually lay on the ground on the expressway, and cars are going over them, which is freaking nuts. Okay,
Yeah.
and they took it out because they were afraid people were going to do this. But if you saw the original version, you probably saw that. Tim, you're going to like this. This is about.
I've seen that scene in some movie about things that were cut out and censored.
You're gonna. This movie is about the good, the bad, and ugly about college sports. It's about guys getting scholarships. Guys maybe get hurt, and because their scholarship is gone, all they know is football. This is a good movie. It's not just about sports, but it's kind of
Yeah.
about the whole. I've got a college
Maybe
scholarship.
this is the movie that I hoped North Dallas 40 was going to be.
Yeah, this is completely different.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, North Dallas 40 is sex, drug, and sports. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what this is going to be. Drugs and sports.
Okay.
It's going to be, but drugs is going to be like getting them through each game,
Okay.
like a cortisone injection or whatever.
Right.
This is a good movie. This is a good movie. It's got a good story to it. It's a story movie.
Now, you talked about, let's put us back on the main screen here.
Are we off?
You talked about, no,
hi.
we're good. You
HD.
talked about that one shot of the people laying in the
Yeah.
road.
Uh-huh.
There's actually a celebrity, a country music star that actually did that.
Do you know the name? You want me to guess?
We'll see. Yeah, I want
Well,
you
do you want
to
me to do
guess.
it now?
I want you to guess right now, yeah.
Is it a modern country singer or is it like an old school? That's all I got.
He's an older guy now. I think
Oh,
he's
shit.
still putting things out.
So I'll say,
I think he's still putting stuff
who would
out.
be a rebel that would do something like that? I would say it'd be like,
He started his career in Nashville. That's where he had this.
Wow.
He was suicidal and went in Mill Street, and then he later moved to Texas.
Toby
and
Keith?
that's when he became successful.
Toby Keith.
No. Red-haired stranger.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
He's very engaged in the whole 420 movement.
I don't know. I know what that means, but I have no idea who you're talking about.
Willie Nelson.
I think I'm going to guess Willie Nelson
You got it right. Give yourself a ring.
from Beer Fest.
Oh, now Disney's going to come
From
after us.
you ever see Beer Fest?
No, you brought this up. You want to kind of make this into a sports movie.
I think we should watch that movie. It's competitive drinking. That should be a sports movie.
You know what? Gold medalist Right here.
I can do whatever.
Right here. Gold medal.
That's a story for another show because we're probably at 59 minutes.
We're almost exactly on time, so we better close things up.
Thanks, everybody.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming. Remember, it's time to close the crypt and call the game. Thank you all for watching. Remember to share and subscribe our show and feed. That's the most important thing, so that Jeff can sell some merch. You can find the show at otherworldlyculture.com, obviously, or you can follow the show on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Pandora, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and other fine places where you find fine podcasts.
YouTube, right? You're
We're on YouTube.
Yep.
We're on YouTube. We're awesome on YouTube.
I know.
Okay, so remember, kiddies, if it's sports, it's a home run. If it's horror, run home. We're dead on the bases, and we'll see you next time. I do like that close.
TimCrutchman.com.
You know it. Look at it. The chat room.
Oh, there we are.
I'm looking great.
Yeah, you are.
Just so you know. Yeah, to all your fans, when they're buying all your merch, that's what I'm getting in the chat room.
Wait, what is it?
I'm getting no Green Goblin or Lisa Simpson.
What does that even mean?
That's from Maximum Overdrive. Had that Green Goblin.
Yeah. Who is that? That's right. They're right.
The
Trojan
woman
Jock is
that
right.
does Lisa Simpson's voice had a role in.
Yeah.
Maximum
I
Overdrive.
actually interviewed her at the Grammys. I interviewed her. Yardley Smith. Look at that. Booyah!
Woo!